everybody, this is Kirsten from the Clay School, and today we're going to show you how to make these very cool wall hanging pieces. The one I'm going to make for you looks like this. It's so cool. I hope you enjoy watching how to make these. They're easy to make at home. They look amazing, especially if you make lots and lots of them, and you're going to love it. This project is one of those that you can use any shapes. The idea is to find a shape you like and to repeat it over and over again. I've chosen to go with a little teardrop shape that just has a cross made in the middle of it with a rib of some kind, or could be made with a stick or anything else. Okay, I'm getting down to the last few that I need to put on to fill a little bit of this space. And as you fill the last few, you want to keep a couple things in mind. One is you don't want to go any lower than the bottom of your clay slab here, right? So you don't want to extend below this area. The reason being is because it will be where the piece will sit in the kiln. So don't go any lower than that layer. The other key thing is do not block your holes that you have for hanging this wall piece. If you block the holes, then it really becomes a land piece instead of a wall piece. You can make these guys as small as you want to fill every single little hole. This is a more is more project, right? It's good to have more. So I would go all the way down. If you end up with any gaps that you can see, any kind of score marks in there, I would fill all those. And if you can't fill them or you don't feel like filling them, then just smooth them out. So really, we are down to just the last couple here. Do you like my piece?
Yeah.
What does it look like to you?
Maybe clover.
Cloverfield, oh that's good. I was thinking something oceanic, very corally, or maybe something more like a hydrangea, something very flowery. All right, so it should be, you're making these little pieces, you're gonna be making a lot of them. The whole thing is gonna weigh a whole lot more than you think it's going to in the end when you start, because remember, we're adding all these little pieces. But I can give you one piece of advice, and that is make sure the little pieces that you're adding, because they're going to take forever to add and to put them all on, are strong enough that you can put some pressure on their surface without feeling like you're going to break them off. You don't want to accidentally snap these off after they're bone dry, because they are nearly impossible to replace. So keep that in mind. I hope you've enjoyed this little demonstration. It's something that I have loved doing for a while. I did it at the PVD Essex Museum with all of their patrons, and we made hearts. I showed them how to make those hearts that I made in the beginning for you. And oh, it looks like I'm almost out of space for these guys. One last thing I should mention is I'm gonna leave this piece to dry on the bowl until it's a little bit stiff. It's got the newspaper, so it won't stick to the bowl, and it'll be able to get off pretty easily. But I don't wanna leave it on there to dry all the way. The piece will shrink as it dries, and of course the bowl will not. So as soon as this is stiff enough for me to take off the bowl and it won't collapse, remember it's very heavy, so it will take some time. I will take it off and I'll put it, you know, somewhere safe, and I will drape a little bit of dry cleaning plastic over the top so it can dry slowly. So this will probably stay open to the air until about dinner time, and then I'll take it off the bowl and let it dry under plastic slowly.